Okay, so this video is going to cover this year-long class journal, definition journal. Um, so we don't have as much programming this semester in the APCSP class, but we're going to have a significant review. This is part of your review session and going over things. So let's read this. It says year-long class definition journal. Now, I haven't posted everything I want here, but it says you will create a journal that covers all the course definitions. There will likely be over 50 definitions, thus at least 50 pages worth of information. Now, those aren't full pages. I mean, a lot of you are going to put like a definition down with an example, and that's going to be your page, okay? So it's, don't be like, oh, I have to write 50 pages worth of information, not complete full pages, all right? You'll be creating this journal all semester long. Each week we will have a few definitions that we'll add to this journal. Create a Word or Google Doc called AP Computer Science Principles Journal. Towards the end of the semester, you will turn in your journal to this assignment folder. So I put this in week 1 just because I want us to keep this on our radar all semester long. And so what will this kind of look like? Well, the first, let's see here. So each week I'm going to give you either a reading or things that you can cover, and you can start your journal. So this is from this review book written by a guy named Schramm. And let's see here. So you'll basically like if I ask you to tell me, do a journal entry on local area network, LAN. You'll go through here and you'll read about a LAN network. And then you could do a print screen and copy the picture and paste in your Word document. So all I want you to do for this week, is just create a new Word document, new, and just call it, APCSP definitions journal, and then the first thing you would put would be LAN or whatever, and then you could give out the definition of LAN, example 1, example 2, and then maybe you throw in like your picture like that. Okay, so we'll do a few of these each week. Now I'm not doing it this week because it's too short of a week, but we're going to cover the internet for the next, let's see here. I kind of got this a little bit planned out. Let's see here. We're going to do the internet for, let's see here. This week we're kind of getting introduced to the internet, but we've got till week 7 in our semester 2. Okay, so we got like 7 weeks to do all this. So when you're watching this, don't freak out. But let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. So with the internet, you'll have this reading right here that you can do. Here's your definition list. Okay, so you've got internet, World Wide Web, cloud computing, domain name, root domain, primary domain, subdomain. So you've got all these different internet type definitions. And then down here, we're going to read part of this book called Blown to Bits. Let's see here. How many pages is it? Blown to Bits 301 to 316. So it's only 15, 16 pages long. Okay? And you're going to have to answer these 3 questions. Each of these questions will be like one of your pages on the journal that you have. Okay? So what's the difference between a circuit switch and a packet switch network? How have open standards helped the internet develop? What is net neutrality and why is it important? So I'm going to give these to you probably starting next week, and you can add to this each week. You know what I mean? So like maybe the first week I'll have you do the first 4 definitions, okay? And then the next week I'll do the next 4, and then so on and so forth. So you'll add, 3 or 4 of these each week, okay? So We'll also do something with these two sites, and you can grab your information with these. Now, this is a I can't remember what this is called. It's what type of lesson this? Either way, I don't know. Either way, I've got the link up here. You know, and these are labs that you can go through and learn about. You know, how does the internet work? It's got all of its definition, you know, redundant network, open protocols, a router, an ISP. So a lot of this is just kind of reading for yourself. You know, you click on this, go to the next page. You know, vocabulary, path, routing, scalability, redundancy, fault tolerance. And you can kind of go through these things, internet abstractions and open protocols. So there's a lot of different things here. This page is also a good one. You know, you're going to go through here and where to begin, internet addresses, and all sorts of different examples. So I'm gonna throw all these in for you, and you know you'll be able to kind of start off on your internet journal. And again, it's not hard. Well, it's not even the internet journal. It's the definitions journal, because not only are we going to do these, but we're going to go back. Let's see here. I'm going to have definitions and examples that you're going to have to do with number systems. Some of you definitely need to get, you know, I'd give out quizzes last semester, and towards the end, you guys had completely forgotten how to do your conversions from like binary to decimal and back and forth and stuff like that. You know, compression, you know, you guys remember compression. You know, there's just a bunch of different things that we've covered this year that I want to make sure that you guys have in one solid, you know, journal. And, you know, you'll have your, again, it will be like 50 pages. You'll have each, you know, if down here, you know, your next one is, you know, what's a good, you know, remember lossy compression. You could have a page like that, you know, then you can have your next definition, lossless. And then you can have your definition examples. So there's a lot of things that, you know, I want you guys to have when we start reviewing. I want a centralized place where you guys have all your information and you can go back to it and kind of cover everything that we're going to have to do and to cover for your AP test. And so this is like a good culminating yearly kind of review thing that you guys will create on your own. And again, it's really not that hard. It's a little bit time consuming, which is fine, but you know, and it's always good to kind of be able to do your own research and then, you know, make your notes and all that stuff for that. So anyway, this video's done.